Hello, welcome to IT Expert YouTube video series. Today we are going to talk about AWS EC2 Instance explanation. Why AWS EC2? It makes the process of increasing and decreasing capacity easier. As a result, you can access the resources at demand. No upfront investment is needed. You only pay for what you need. EC2 is secure. Get started with AWS EC2. You can get started with EC2 in 3 steps. 1. Launch. Start with selecting a template with basic configurations. The config includes the operating system, application server, or applications. Next, decide the instance type and hardware configuration of your instance. Finally, specify the security settings to control the traffic in and out of your instance. You will learn more about cloud security later in this tutorial. 2. Connect. There are many ways to connect an instance. Programs and applications have multiple connection methods to exchange data. Users can connect and access the computer desktop by logging in. Advertisement. 3. Use. Once connected, you can use the instance. Execute commands to install software, add storage, copy, and organize files, and much more. What is an instance? An instance is a virtual server for running applications on Amazon's EC2. It can also be understood like a tiny part of a larger computer, a tiny part which has its own hard drive, network connection, OS, etc. But it is actually all virtual. You can have multiple tiny computers on a single physical machine, and all these tiny machines are called instances. Types of reserved instances. Standard reserved instances. Convertible reserved instances. Scheduled reserved instances. Standard reserved instances. It provides a discount of up to 75% off on demand. For example, you are paying all upfronts for a 3-year contract. It is useful when your application is at the steady state. Convertible reserved instances. It provides a discount of up to 54% off on demand. It provides the feature that has the capability to change the attributes of RE as long as the exchange results in the creation of reserved instances of equal or greater value. Like standard reserved instances, it is also useful for the steady-state applications. Scheduled reserved instances. Scheduled reserved instances are available to launch within the specified time window you reserve. It allows you to match your capacity reservation to a predictable recurring schedule that only requires a fraction of a day, a week, or a month. EC2 Pricing Options AWS EC2. On demand. It allows you to pay a fixed rate by the hour or even by the second with no commitment. Linux instance is by the second and Windows instance is by the hour. On demand is perfect for the users who want low cost and flexibility of Amazon EC2 without any upfront investment or long-term commitment. It is suitable for the applications with short-term, spiky or unpredictable workloads that cannot be interrupted. It is useful for the applications that have been developed or tested on Amazon EC2 for the first time. On-demand instance is recommended when you are not sure which instance type is required for your performance needs. Reserved. It is a way of making a reservation with Amazon, or we can say that we make a contract with Amazon. The contract can be for 1 or 3 years in length. In a reserved instance, you are making a contract means you are paying some upfront, so it gives you a significant discount on the hourly charge for an instance. It is useful for applications with steady state or predictable usage. It is used for those applications that require reserved capacity. Users can make upfront payments to reduce their total computing costs. For example, if you pay all your upfronts and you do 3 years contract, then only you can get a maximum discount. And if you do not pay all upfronts and do 1-year contract, then you will not be able to get as much discount as you can get if you do 3-year contract and pay all the upfronts. Spot instance. Amazon EC2 spot instances let you take advantage of unused EC2 capacity in the AWS cloud. Spot instances are available at up to a 90% discount compared to on-demand prices. You can use spot instances for various stateless, fault-tolerant, or flexible applications such as big data, containerized workloads, C&CD, web servers, high-performance computing, and test and development workloads. Dedicated instance. Amazon EC2 dedicated hosts allow you to use your eligible software licenses from vendors such as Microsoft and Oracle on Amazon EC2, so that you get the flexibility and cost-effectiveness of using your own licenses, but with the resiliency, simplicity and elasticity of AWS. An Amazon EC2 dedicated host is a physical server fully dedicated for your use, so you can help address corporate compliance requirements. You can bring your own license for software. AWS EC2 Scaling. Scaling is about only using the resources that you need. In addition, have the flexibility to grow freely. Make sure to have an architecture that can handle changes in demand. Designing a scalable architecture allows you to only pay for the resources that you need at any given time. Servers can get more requests than they can handle. Too many requests can cause timeouts and outages. AWS EC2 Auto-Scaling allows you to add or remove EC2 instances automatically. It automates the capacity to the demand. There are two approaches. Dynamic scaling responds to changing demand. Predictive scaling schedules the number of instances based on a predicted demand. Dynamic and predictive scaling can be combined to scale faster. AWS Cloud Availability Zones. Introduction to Availability Zones. Availability zone is a single data center or a group of data centers in a region. In an availability zone, the data centers are located many miles apart from each other. Having them apart reduces the risk of them all going down if a disaster happens in the region. Simultaneously, have the data center close enough to have low latency. Availability Zones Illustration. This picture illustrates how the availability zones works. 3 regions: N California, Oregon, GovCloud. The regions have availability zones displayed as a grid around them. The picture zooms in on the N California region. N California has an availability zone of 3 groupings of data centers: US West 1A, US West 1B, and US West 1C. Interview question and answer. What are the key components of AWS? The key components of AWS are Route 53. A DNS web service. Simple email service. It helps you to send email using either a RESTful API call or a regular SMTP. Identity and access management. It provides enhanced security and identity management for your AWS account. Simple storage device. It is a storage device and the most widely used AWS service. Elastic Block Store. It offers persistent storage volumes that attach to EC2 to allow you to persist data past the lifespan of a single Amazon EC2 instance. AWS Lambda. Serverless computing. Cloud Watch. To monitor AWS resources, it allows administrators to view and collect key. Also, one can set a notification alarm in case of trouble. What is AWS EC2? Amazon Web Services EC2 Elastic Cloud Compute is a web service that offers resizable compute capacity in the Amazon Web Services cloud. It provides infrastructure as a service IaaS to its consumers IaaS. It gives you full control over your computing resources, which you can scale as needed. What is an instance in Amazon EC2? An instance is a virtual server that runs applications on Amazon's EC2. An instance is a small part of a larger computer with its own hard drive, network connection, operating system, and so on. On a single physical machine, you may have several small computers, which are referred to as instances. This instance is operated by Amazon EBS, meaning that the root volume is an EBS volume. You can either pick your own availability zone or let Amazon EC2 choose one for you. When you launch your instance, you can secure it by defining a key pair and security group. When you connect to your instance, you should provide the private key of the key pair that you define while launching your instance. What are the categories of reserved instances in AWS? Reserved instances are divided into 3 groups. Standard REs. These REs are ready to be used on a steady stage. They have up to a 75% discount on on-demand instances. Convertible REs. These REs allow you to adjust REs attributes as long as you create RE of equal or greater value in exchange. Convertible REs are also suitable for steady-state applications. They have discounts of up to 54% on on-demand instances. Scheduled REs. These REs allow you to match your capacity reservation to a recurring, predictable schedule that only takes a fraction of a day, week, or month to complete. Scheduled REs can be activated at any time within the user's allocated time frame. What are the benefits of Amazon EC2? Reliability. For each Amazon EC2 region, Amazon EC2 guarantees 99.9% availability. The services are extremely reliable, so instance replacement is simple and fast. Security. Amazon uses Amazon VPC to provide the compute resources with stable networking and security. The compute instances are situated in a virtual private cloud with a specific IP range. This feature allows the user to choose which instances are visible on the internet and which are kept private. Flexibility. You can select from a range of instance types, software packages, instance storages, and operating systems on EC2. EC2 helps one to configure the memory, CPU, and boot partition sizes to suit the operating system and application. Cost saving. EC2 is cost-effective because it enables consumers to configure plans to suit their specific needs. This will allow the consumer to save money and make the most of their resources. The benefits of Amazon's scale are passed on to the consumer because EC2 charges a very low fee in relation to the services they offer. Complete computing solution. Amazon RDS, S3, DynamoDB, and Amazon SQS all work perfectly with EC2. This is a full-featured computing, processing, and storage solution. Elastic web-scale computing. Within minutes, businesses can easily increase or decrease capacity. They can set up thousands of server instances at the same time. Furthermore, all server instances are operated by web service APIs, which can scale the servers up and down based on the needs. Completely controlled. Each instance can be granted root access, allowing users to interact with it as though it were any other computer. The user may use web service APIs to stop the instance while keeping the data on the boot partition and restart it. How to protect EC2 instance? 1. Using a security group, control inbound and outbound requests. 2. Control SSH access. 3. Secure the EC2 instance private key. 4. Add SG rules to control port protocol and IP access. 5. Add EC2 instance in a private subnet to avoid public or internet inbound traffic. 6. Add any log monitoring agents in the AMI and have them push outbound data to a central host. Thank you for watching this video. We provide hands-on training with labs, homework, group projects. Prepare you for the certification. Provide real projects. Internship opportunities. Support you and resume LinkedIn. Staffing support. Provide tech references. In-person online class. Class retake options and more. Call us at 847-350-9034 for your free career consultation meeting. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for the latest videos.